All right, what's up, guys? You saw the title of the video. We're doing it. We're requesting another payout. And now, before you guys say, wait, Kyle, you don't have that much of a balance. Shouldn't you just wait a little bit longer, maybe get the balance up to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, then pull out half? Guys, I thought about it, and you know what? The last time I got up to this point, a few weeks ago, I was upset that I didn't just take the payout and run and use that to invest in more accounts and get past those and then just start taking out even more payouts. So we're doing it, guys. We're taking the payout. We're taking out 700 bucks. What's going on? You know the deal. It is a few hours later. I had to wait till after 6 o'clock, so then it counts as the 5th day. So here it is, guys. Not the biggest payout, but you know what? It's something, and it opens up opportunity for even more. So I'm taking it. I'm doing it. I thought about it. Let's do this thing, guys. Request payout. This would be the 4th payout on Top Step. Unfortunately, it is the smallest payout on Top Step, but it's all good. So I made up my mind too. I'm going to take 714, so then we have 750 left in there. All right. It's not the biggest payout I've taken, but you know what? I feel really happy just pulling this out because it's a big sigh of relief just being able to pull this money out. And then we still do have a bunch of accounts, so let's get an account update. Let's see where we're at. All right, so we got this account, not doing too shabby, honestly. January has not been bad. You know, we had a rough December, blew some accounts in December, guys, but January hasn't been bad. We had a nice start, and you know, part of me does want to like just take advantage while I'm doing good to let myself have a big green month. But we do still have some other accounts. So this one's up, you know, 1,400 bucks. We got this one, which I am now starting to copy trade. If you guys see all these reds, it's like little reds. I've been just taking like one trade on the day with like one micro just to try to make sure that the inactivity rule doesn't apply. I forget if Top Step's either 20 days or a month or like a week, but I just like to do all the same accounts with like my funded futures funded accounts. Just make sure they don't get inactive because I feel like I'll forget about it one day, and then if the account disappears, I'll be heartbroken. So I won't be too happy. So yeah, so some of these, you know, they're not all $1 losses. Sometimes I won't lie to you guys where I'll take like a one ES short or one contract micro ES short or one contract like NQ short just to do the inactivity rule, but then like it'll go against me a little bit. I'm like, all right, let me just wait till it turns green to just get like and then it goes and I have to end up cutting it, but it's all good. We still have 5 accounts though, guys. So we have these 2 Top Step, and then I have I have these 3 funded. So 2 of them are pro accounts. Those have really nice payout limits where I could be wrong, but I think both of these, the max payout is 100K limit. So really, really awesome. I'm kind of waiting to utilize those a little bit until I get like a little bit of my trading confidence back, just because like I've been a little bit inconsistent where, yeah, we've had a good week this week, but the following or the prior month was a little bit like rocky. A big reason I wanted to make this video is just to kind of show everybody that of course we're getting a payout request, but the main point and the main reason I wanted to make this video was because I wanted to tell everybody things are getting easier. After my first payout, guys, it was kind of hard to get another payout. I think months passed by, but I've realized in trading, there's like tiers to it where, you know, everybody starts off where it's hard to pass an eval. You know, you kind of struggle to pass that eval. You get close to passing and you end up blowing the whole thing. Then finally you're able to pass it, but now you can't keep the funded account alive. Then once you're able to keep those funded accounts alive, well, you can't get a payout, right? When you're about to get a payout, you blow that. And it's almost kind of like you have to go through these little levels of these prop firms to fund. And I feel like we just keep on getting better, keep on getting better, keep on improving. And it's not all at once, you know. Sometimes things get a little bit worse before they get better. I've realized though, you know, after that first payout, it was hard to get another one. But then once you get your second payout, things just start getting so much easier. You know, after the second one, all right, the third comes even easier. Then the 4th. And you know, I think I've taken a payout on my funded futures. So technically this is my 5th payout with prop firms, but 4th payout with Top Step. And it's crazy, guys. It's like these payouts now, I feel like this one just came out of nowhere. It didn't take much. It wasn't stressful. It just flowed. It was just we had a solid week. And then now we're ready for a payout. And you know, as time goes on, I don't want to be taking these as soon as I did with this one, but there's a few reasons I want to tell you guys why I'm taking this one right now as I did. But or why I'm going to be taking this one tonight. As you guys can see, I'm not eligible to take it out right now, just because I have to just wait for one more. Or I just have to wait till 6 p.m. Pretty sure. But if you guys look, we have 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days. So I think it's 5 days of 150. So we should be good after 6 p.m. today. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, every time it'll get easier. It's just like you kind of got to get over that hump, and then things just start getting easier. You get the momentum going. And I feel like a big thing too is once we have the momentum, we can't lose it. We can't let up. And that's just so important. So yeah, I'm taking this payout a little bit earlier for a few reasons. Number one was because, as you guys remember, like I said before, I got up to on my last, I think it was my last video or the video before that, where I was talking how I was eligible for a payout, but I didn't take it because I wanted a little bit more. That came back into my mind today after I did this day. And then the other reason was I do have a snowboarding trip coming up this weekend. This Thursday I leave. So, that's actually interesting. I probably won't be trading Friday. If I do trade, maybe I'll trade from the mountains. I don't know how the internet will be out there and stuff like that. We have literally like a little small cabin. It's in the Poconos, guys, in Pennsylvania. I don't know if anybody's been there, but we'll see. Maybe I bring the laptop, maybe not. I'll play it by ear. Just because I don't know, it might be a little sketchy where we got the thing, so I'm not trying to, just in case like we're out snowboarding, if the place does get like broken into, or I don't know if I'm gonna leave my laptop or anything like that, but we'll see. But yeah, so part of me was like, all right, you know what? It would be kind of nice going into this trip and saying, all right, you know what? I'm pulling out $700. I got $700. I could kind of enjoy the trip a little bit more, and on top of that, the trip's pretty cheap, and this payout is covering the trip, and it's crazy, guys, because I know it's not a lot. It's not a lot of money. I mean, $700, it's a lot of money in a sense, but it's not a lot in terms of what we could really pull out of these firms and stuff and make in trading. But it feels good, guys. It's like, it's crazy to think I'm pulling out this money and I'm able to actually spend it. There's another reason. So another reason why I want to take this payout is because I want to get back into trying to get combines more and actively passing combines, because that's one thing I haven't done in over a month. I have 5 fundeds, but I've been kind of in preservation mode on those a little bit, and I want to trade them more aggressively. I want to get back into the mindset of I'm not too attached to this account. You know what? If I blow it, cool. If I pass it, awesome. If I make money on it, awesome. I just want to keep on going through them. And not just like gambling and doing stuff like that, but I do want to be going through it and kind of not too scared to take trades, not too scared to take losses. And I'm noticing with myself that because now I haven't passed a combine in a little bit, I'm becoming a little bit too emotionally attached to these accounts. So like when a loss does come, it hurts a little bit more and it triggers more emotions. And it's good to be aware of these things, guys, because once you could become aware of it, it's easier to predict how you'll react in certain situations and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to pretty much remove all stress from trading in this sense, and by taking this payout, it helps me do that. And then it's kind of like all these other accounts, I don't really feel any attachment because at least I pulled money out of one of them. Interested, of course, a few of the trades I took. All right, so this is one of the accounts. This was on the 14th. If you look 548. All right, so what the hell happened here? I'm gonna try to simplify this as simplified as I can. We have a zone here, right? We came down, bounced off it really hard. Hey yo. And then I will be honest, I entered this one a little bit early because I was kind of predicting it, which isn't a good thing to do, guys. So would this be A+ for myself in this situation? Probably not. But with such a strong rejection off this, I was like, all right, you know what? Buys are moving in. Then, luckily, the 1 minute candle did open above this, and we had a strong candle. So, but that would have probably been a better entry for myself, waiting for a candle to form above this and then entering there. But I got in, and then pretty much I'll just slowly drag this, and I ended up just taking partials. I want to at least make something off of this. You know, stops are moved below this 1 minute candle, so it's like if this does reject our VWAP and it comes back down, all right, you know, we don't want to be a part of this trade anymore. And I think I did end up closing this a little bit earlier because we were rejecting a VWAP. And that's something to take in mind, guys. It's like when you see it really kind of slowing, when price slows down around a level or like VWAP or something like that, you could kind of feel it out. And I mean, if the risk to reward doesn't make sense and you're taking profits too early, yeah, I understand. But if it, it's okay to take the profits if the price isn't doing what you want it to do anymore. And you can kind of see here, look, we start rejecting VWAP, struggling to get over it. And then you'll see. I said, you know what? I want to take the profits. And I did. And I was so happy I did. I forgot what this ended up doing. We won't go back to that, but we'll close out of this trade and we'll open up another one. This was now on the 16th. So this was this day, Friday. All right. So what the hell happened here? All right. We got a rejection off the zone, right? Really nice, perfect rejection. Came down, formed this little wick right here. Came back up a little bit, retested in this zone, and when we cleared that low, we entered in. And simple as that. What do? Boom. Watching this zone right here to see if we start to pull up and come back. Stops are at break even, so this is risk-free trade. Let's see. And now my mindset right now is like, okay, we were able to break through this zone. I don't know if we can. We could probably, if we do break through this, we're going to have a really strong move down. But since we already broke through one, it's a little bit less likely to break through another. Not that saying that it won't happen, but I think I did close this one out then before it was able to break through that because I just wanted to lock in profits. And I was happy. We had a 2-to-1 pretty much right there. Boom. Locked it in. All right, next trade. This was today. Now, you guys might be able to notice that my trade was kind of smaller today. The reason for that is because I wanted to lock in profits early and just secure the payout. That was my mindset today. I said, all right, I kind of came into today saying, all right, if I'm able to turn it into a green day, I kind of do want to just take the profit. And I'm happy with it. So we had a zone, right? Tapped into it, got above it, came back down. On the 5-minute, it looked cleaner. And pretty much we entered when a 1-minute, so check this out, came up, came down, came back up, set a new wick here when we pushed below that one right there. On the 5-minute, I wish I had it on the 5-minute. It looked a lot cleaner, but entered for that, stops above the highs, and then let's see what happens. Now you guys could see this level right here, right? 960. We might get stopped out here, but I wanted to just see, all right, well, when we break out of this like trend line, or you could say it's an ascending triangle or whatever, it'll probably either buyers will move in or sellers will come in. And check it out. Once we broke it, watch the push once we break that trend line. Boom. And I could have probably put this stop down to like VWAP or a little bit lower, but if you guys see, we do so we have a little bit of strength, right? We push through. When it gets to this level, it did slow down, and I said, all right, you know what? I want to lock in the profit. I could have moved my stop to break even and then let it ride, but I just wanted to lock it in, and you guys could see here. Yeah, it kind of bounces a little bit, and that's when I locked it in. But that was that, guys. So that's really it. I just want to kind of give an update. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, did you guys hear about funding ticks? It's funny. I talked about it in like 2 or 3 videos ago, and I had a funding ticks. I think I had 2 or 3 or 4. I don't even remember how many funding ticks accounts I had, but it's crazy. I just heard about this, that funding ticks closed down. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I didn't pass it, but I randomly saw somebody say funding ticks closing. Then I clicked on it and I saw Dear Traders, blah, blah, blah. They're closing out. So I don't know exactly what happened with that. But it's crazy, guys. So if you're trading with prop firms, make sure you're trading with a firm that you trust, that's really reputable, and that has been proven to pay out. That's really it. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope everybody's doing well. We're growing as a family together. And it's, I want to just say one more thing is, it's easy to get sometimes demotivated if you're going through a losing streak, rough time, but things always get better. It will sometimes get harder before it gets better, but that's just a part of the journey, guys. Let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the journey. I'm trying to upload a little bit more consistently, guys. I know kind of I'm a little bit inconsistent lately with uploads. Like I'll post one video 1 month and then I won't post for another month, and maybe it comes out a week later. I'm gonna try to at least be posting once a week, and we'll see. We'll see if we can try to keep it at once a week. I know sometimes I'll get in a losing streak and I won't want to post it all, but we'll see. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We got a lot of fun updates coming, and big plans. We're going for more accounts. We're gonna be passing these combines. We're going back into the fast, trying to pass one a week or so like that. So stay tuned, and thank you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.